what is, I guess, a very interesting Monday morning. We'll get some calls and some comments on all the latest developments over the weekend. Good morning to the regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally, everybody on social media, whether it is YouTube, Facebook, Tego, or Twitch. We are on Twitch. We do stream live on Twitch. You could join us there. We're just learning about the Twitch platform, or I am. I understand you can interact with your audience during the break and things like that. So when ads play in, we can have interaction with you guys while we're on Twitch. So if you join us there as well, that's another platform that we stream from, okay? All right. A lot happened over the weekend, boy. The police were granted a court order to look into the financing of Balize House. That is dominating the headlines now and has kind of taken it away from the Hadids. Although the Hadids are still in the headline, I think they have another matter that they're going before the court for tomorrow. But yeah, one of the headlines in the paper that you will see this morning, and one that dominated the weekend, was this court order that was granted to the TTPS to investigate the financing of Balize House. And the PNM has slammed it as a Balize House distraction. And hear this, the PNM is now renewing a call for campaign finance reform. I will repeat that, gentlemen in the back. The PNM, who ran the country for 10 years, right? Remember, they were running the country for 10 years, right? They were in government. In that 10-year period, I could probably count on 2 fingers, if so much, how many times the PNM spoke about campaign finance reform. And maybe those 2 times probably don't even exist in that 10 years. But the point is, they were in government, and they did nothing to deal with campaign finance reform. But now that the police have been granted an order by the court, now for the court to grant you an order to look into the affairs of the financing under the Explain Your Wealth legislation, which is quite interesting because I'm not too sure if that Explain Your Wealth deals with an organization as opposed to an individual. Right? I'll have to check up on that. But the court grants an order because the police would have had to have something, because they can't just go and tell the court, hey, we want an order to go and investigate Balize House. It don't work like that, right? They would have to have something that they could take to the court and say, look, and justify why they need an order to go further, right? So, under that piece of legislation. So they can't just go and request that out of nothing. Whatever that information is, or wherever it's coming from, but any information on Balize House would have to come that could give the police that kind of leverage to go to the court and pursue an order. But it had to come from inside. It can't come from outside, because PNM just keep everything tight-knit. So that had to come from inside. But nevertheless, wherever it comes from or whatever it is kind of irrelevant right now. What is relevant is that the court has granted this order. And it's very interesting, the PNM's response to the court granting the order, because they have slammed, they have rejected, and they have some other thing. Some other thing I have there. It's 3 different headlines. One where they slam this, which is this one here, and next one where they reject that, and some other one. But nevertheless, yesterday I did a video explaining very simply, or explaining how simple the situation is. PNM rejects. That's right. Balize House funding probe as political persecution. They're saying it's political persecution, right? No problem. This is the greatest, and we'll get to that news report. It cannot, first off, it cannot be political persecution. You ran the country for 10 years. During the 10 years that you ran the country, you spent over $500 billion. Good? And here's an interesting point that I'll make. In that 10-year period, I did a school tour leading up to that 10 years, just prior to the PNM coming into office, right? Or maybe I think it was just after, no, yeah, in 2020, coming on to the end of their first term. I did a school tour where I highlighted all the schools that the partnership had built that were left there to be vandalized and to rot. Some of those schools were 98% complete. And there's always talk about the one in Egypt, in Chaguanas, where all it would have taken was $1 million to put on the lights. They just had to pay TNTEC $1 million, and the whole lights, the school would have been electrified and opened, right? They had guards and everything there. Down to that, they didn't do. They left that school out in the open to be vandalized and destroyed, leaving millions of taxpayers' dollars to just wash away. Okay? Right. That is one of many schools that they never completed. So, I'm just saying, in that 10-year period, they failed to finish 90-something% complete schools, but yet were able to renovate Balize House from what it was to what it is now, where reports are stating that we're talking about over $100 and something million. Good? During that period of time that the work was going on, they held office. As soon as they lost the election last year, the work stopped. That within itself is suspicious. But coming back to the point of it not being a persecution, it can't be a persecution if you was running the country for 10 years. If you run the country for 10 years and a new administration comes in, you see, that was the problem in the past when PNM was running the country for 30 consecutive years. When you run a country for 30 consecutive years, oh God, it's carnival every day. Because nobody is checking or holding you to account. They can't really properly hold you to account. Because you in office 30 consecutive years, covering your tracks, wherever you had to do, right? So when you have a change in administration and all these boards, remember we talk about the boards and the appointments? When all these boards and new boards are appointed and new people come in, and they take a look now at the books, and the books ain't adding up, it means that somebody had to be held accountable, right? Somebody had to be held accountable. Now, that's as it relates to certain sectors and ministries and so on and so forth. Philip Watts, when I sat and I interviewed him, in that interview that we did, he gave the whole tralala, right? It's on YouTube. You could go check it out if you didn't see it on Breaking Dawn. But my point is, all of these investigations that are being launched is part of calling you to account. Because we know now that on the eve of the general election, CPEP contract and thing was given out, or they made attempts to give out one set of CPEP contract. That has been reported and has been touted by the government on several occasions. We recently learned about the land deal, right? Where a particular water company was about to get one set of land, and these things were being signed off after the election, when they lost the election, on the night of the election, last minute thing, quick thing, to sign off thing, to sell land at ridiculously low prices, well below market value. So we know all of those little things would take, all of those things, they are tempted, right? So if that is the case, then God alone knows what else took place over that 10-year period, or where the money to finance Balize House came from. Now they say it came from raffle tickets and fundraisers. Fine, no problem. Yesterday I did a video where I went to the grocery and I said, I now come from the grocery and I now buy some items. And I showed the bags, right, with the groceries in it, but you couldn't see the groceries. And I said, well, you can't see the groceries because it's in the bags. But I say, you know what I have in my hand to prove that I paid for those groceries? A receipt. And the receipt tells the whole story. So I buy dog food. I buy the gravy too for them. They like the gravy sometimes, the little beef thing and whatever. Right? I buy some milk, I buy eggs, I buy whatever. So everything is listed on the receipt, and that is a proof of purchase, a proof of payment, right? Good. And that's all they have to do. If the police is coming to investigate where the financing came from for this renovation or construction of this new Balize House, some $100 and something million Balize House, right? Construction which has stopped since you're in opposition now, which, like I say, that alone is a red flag. Then all you need to do is say, well, listen, we have our receipts, and produce the receipts. All this going and hire a legal team and put together lawyers and all kind of tralala. Nobody in say do anything wrong yet. Nobody's come to that conclusion. All that has happened is the court has granted an order to the police to investigate it. The court, not the government, the court. Right? So all you have to do is produce your receipts. When we do events, when I do events and I have to, and I am requesting, let me say I'm requesting funding from a ministry, or even after the event for taxes purposes and whatever, I have to have all my books in order. You understand what I'm saying? This is how business operates. So all you have to do is say, look, that is where the funding came from. $50 million in raffle tickets and $50 million in fundraisers, or donations, or whatever the case might be. Just produce your receipts. It's very simple. You understand what I'm saying? And all the tralala done. I see that there were some floods. You don't have this headline because over by the Express here now taking a peep. But I see there were some floods in South after heavy rain yesterday. I thought they said it would have been a dry, wet season. But it didn't start off so at all. I don't know if it will get drier as we go along, but it's definitely in dry right now. We have a man shot dead outside a La Romaine bar. Another one. I see the prison service will focus on rehabilitation via a new memorandum of understanding. That is good news because I think the prison service needs that, it needs rehabilitation. Rehabilitation those rehabilitation programs are vitally important, right? When you have, you want, that's what you want to do, you want to rehabilitate the inmates so that they could come back out into society and be law-abiding citizens. But that is not what we have right now. Our rehabilitation programs are piss poor, right? The Venezuelan embassy is seeking more quick relief support. I also see here UTT makes history course compulsory for new students. All right? With Nestle's future operations in the balance, dairy farmers hope that government steps in to help. I also see in some of the headlines here, stakeholders back the steel plant, restart, but warn against secrecy. DB residents are also calling for answers on government's AI data center plan. There is a data center plan for the U.S. The U.S. is looking to invest, I think it's something like $5 billion US for a data center plant. Now, people have had concerns because apparently it uses a lot of water and that kind of thing, right? It's something to that effect. I'll get to the science in it in due course. But some people have raised concerns. The government has come out and said, listen, there's no need to concerns. The water supply is consistent and safe and no worries. So you don't have to worry about that. But once again, we have a $5 billion investment coming into Trinidad and Tobago for a data center. That, along with the steel plant and the energy companies setting up shop in Trinidad and Tobago to do business with Venezuela, the World Bank setting up an office here, the $500 million US embassy that is being built in Maraval. There are a lot of things in the works, right? However, the now, of course, is what people are concerned about. I see a central businessman is challenging his detention. Yeah, central businessman challenges detention. Court grants him leave to contest SOE order 3 months after the police raided property allegedly used as a brothel. All right, I think that had to be the man in Canupia, boy. That had to be the Canupia incident, because the only raid on a brothel that I heard about a few months ago, or I remember reading about, was one in Canupia. And I see here that the Economist called for government accountability for the HSF drawdowns. Now, it was reported that there were some drawdowns on the HSF over a 6-month period, I think from July to December last year. At the time of the article yesterday, Guardian Media, who reported who printed the report, said that, yes, my boy get in. Sorry, but I'm very excited for Joey Rivers. I'll give all of that information. This is the Tuco. Tuco had their elections over the weekend, and Joey Rivers got in. He went up for welfare officer, right? Sorry, not welfare officer. He went up for education and research officer. And up to Friday when I was talking to him, because he was on radio, I said, Joey, if you don't get that work, something wrong, you know. If you don't get that position, something wrong, you know. He is the greatest thing, I'm telling all you, in terms of education and research with Calypso and the whole, every aspect of the culture. And, well, he inside. All right? So, congratulations, Joey. Big up yourself, listen, that's my boy, you know. I'm telling you, one of the best people you will ever meet in your life is that fella called Joey Rivers. A genuine fella. You dig? Anyway, but let me just give you the names here. So Ainsley King has retained is retained as president. He won back. Steve Pascal, otherwise known as Rascamanda, is the vice president. The general secretary remains Sherlyn Hendrickson. Assistant general secretary will be MC Morris Edwards. The treasurer is Melissa Williams Campbell. Assistant treasurer Karine Williams Figaro. The public relations officer is now Crystal Charles. I don't know if it was Crystal Charles before. Assistant public relations officer Sherma Orr Watkins. Marketing manager Joseph Adams. Joseph, congratulations. But I don't know if he was there before, but you know. Education and research officer Joseph Rivers. Big up yourself, Joey. And welfare officer Karine Ashe. And trustees will be Kenson Neptune and Kenneth Thomas. All right? So that is how the two co-elections went. Congratulations to those who will form the new board or whatever the case might be. And I hope that you all, you know, move the thing from one place to the other. All right. I was now talking on something. Oh, right. The HSF drawdown. The Guardian said that they tried to contact the Minister of Finance and they had some questions to him and they didn't get a response. I simply asked him, I sent the story to him, which I'm very sure he would have already seen. I did ask him if he had any comment on it. His response was, there is no real story here. The money was withdrawn according to law and as needed to provide the goods and services required for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder sometimes if citizens realize that this money does not go into my pockets, but into the consolidated fund, which finances payments for roads, schools, social services, pensions, doctors, and medicines. So that was his response. So in other words, I guess basically what he is saying is they did everything within the law as it relates to the drawdown, and the money went into the consolidated fund, which finances payments for certain services, all right? I think that the Ministry of Finance should still issue a release on this, because you have economists like Mariano Brown who are calling for your accountability of those drawdowns, and I think that the entire country needs that accountability as well. Can't leave it up to people to just read and not understand, because like you say, some people might not know that it goes into the consolidated fund. They might not know what are the legal requirements that are needed that you have to meet to get to go and even withdraw money from that fund. So I think you need to put out a release, put out some level of communication to inform the public, all right? It can't be kept in the dark. Now with that, I'm going to remind you about Elders, because Elders does have a few courses going on for this July-August vacation. And they have 3 courses. The AI course, which is a 3-week course, that is taking place. You could learn to master practical AI tools that transform your business and transform your business projects and your school assignments. You could also do the CSEC vacation classes, which is a 6-week program for Forms 3, 4, and 5. There's also the conversational Spanish, where, you know, you have a 7-week course where you're going to learn to speak Spanish with confidence, all right? And of course, that can only open doors and new opportunities. So give them a call on 627-8632 or WhatsApp them on 715-5480 and get yourself registered today. That is Elders. Also, Setwayo has the Holistic Health Clinic. It's powered by nutritional therapy. And it's very simple. We're looking at reversing those diseases rather than managing them. And we're talking all different types of diseases, from cancer to hypertension and more. It's drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. And all you need to do is book an appointment today by giving them a call on 279-3935 or 761-1952. You could also order the book. You are not sick, you are malnourished, or you could pick it up at RIK bookstores nationwide. You can also go to Nelson's in Tobago and Amazon and Gumroad for the digital copy. With that, we take the first break. When we come back, we'll get your thoughts on the Balize House and the order that has been granted to the TTPS to investigate where the funding came from. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Dembele, 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 Cherki. Come on down to the AO World Cup Arena. View all World Cup games live. Located at All Out, 94 Tragrig Road, Queen's Park Oval, Port of Spain.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Are love problems, marriage issues, financial struggles, or business setbacks affecting your life? Pandit Tiwari is a trusted spiritual specialist helping people finding guidance, solutions, and peace. Whether you are facing relationship problems, family disputes, marriage difficulties, financial obstacles, or business challenges, Pandit Tiwari provides personalized spiritual assistance to help you move forward with confidence. Don't let problems control your future. Your solution could be just one call away. Call Pandit Tiwari today. Pandit Tiwari, your path to happiness, success, and peace.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supplier of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsane, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Cars, sports, careers, food. We men always talk about these things, but not about our health. Did you know that testosterone is responsible for muscle mass, strength, deep voice, healthy hair growth, and the sex drive? With low testosterone, we may not achieve our potential. The good news is that Jameson Power for Men is an excellent testosterone support. Take Jameson Power for Men and perform to your max. Jameson, here for your health.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerators, parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Getting threats from certain officials of state that I am next and Balize House is next. The government has declared war on the people of Trinidad and Tobago, largely on the basis of who they perceive them to be supporters of politically. Me? I look worried to you? Do I look worried to you? No. I have one country. I've fought many battles in this country and for this country.
All right, that is former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley there saying that the government has declared war on the people. that was, now he's very good, because one of the things that he's excellent in is taking front before front take him. But he knew what was coming, because he did that interview kind of around the timeline, right? So he knew what was coming because they get the information, right? The same way that information leaks out of the PNM is the same way that information will be leaking out to the government, right? Or the UNC. Now, just to be clear, before we go to the phone lines, run me the report courtesy CNC3 on what took place with Balize House and the call for the financing.
The High Court has granted the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service a preliminary unexplained wealth order compelling the People's National Movement to account for the funding behind its multi-million-dollar Balize House headquarters. The application made under the Civil Asset Recovery and Management and Unexplained Wealth Act follows an investigation authorized by Police Commissioner Alistair Gavaru. But as political debate intensifies, Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander says the matter belongs in the hands of investigators and the courts, not politicians.
I allow the courts to do their thing, and I allow the police to do an investigation.
Speaking with CNC3 News on Saturday at his Tunapuna constituency office, Alexander says unexplained wealth investigations should not be viewed as extraordinary, arguing that authorities have a duty to examine assets that appear inconsistent with the person's known means.
There are some persons who you find never work a day in their life and have several things and why you have to wait until there's something they would have done in order now to say, well, all right, let's check it. If it is normal, or it doesn't seem normal for someone to have, to own, and all these things, then that should start the process.
The minister also rejected suggestions that the investigation is politically motivated, saying public confidence should rest in the country's institutions. Asked whether his ministry played any role in the investigation, he stressed that while the TTPS falls under the Ministry of Homeland Security, ministers do not direct police operations.
There are several agencies that fall under Homeland Security, and the police is one of them. They do their part. We don't interject in any way in police investigations. That's why when persons are asking the files was here, it doesn't work like that.
Responding to WhatsApp messages claiming arrests of former government officials are now imminent, Alexander said he has received no such information.
All right. So they've been granted an order to pursue this matter with Balize House, so on and so forth. Let's get your thoughts on this. Now, I remember, I don't know, two all in the back might remember, but remember when they used to refer to Kamla Prasad Bisesar's home in Separi as the Pink Palace? Right, and they had brought up issues with how she built a house and all kind of thing. Well, I remember she went into Parliament with a little box, a old dusty little box, and she came and she pulled out every receipt in Parliament. Yeah, for what they used to refer to, or they probably still refer to as the Pink Palace. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
yeah, man, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Boy, I hate to hear this man in serious. I'm telling you, boy, from my parents, I hate to hear he, boy. No,
Who's that, Roger?
Rowley.
Oh, Rowley? Oh, okay, all right.
I can't stand here in this man again, but me and this man the same race, boy.
Well,
anyway, moving on to as well. How does the people of Trinidad and Tobago being attacked by Balize House being audited?
I don't know.
Oh, you see what they display with words? Is Balize House, they have it, but the people of Trinidad and Tobago is being attacked.
Well,
you see the subliminal messages that are sending in the little thing?
Yeah.
But these people sickling by...
All right.
Anyway, yeah, here, man. Argentina, England, Spain, France. You understand? Let me see what's going on.
We go see what's going on.
Later.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I feel like, I remember I tell always England World Cup to lose, and I just feel, is England World Cup to lose, I feel it's the end of the road for Argentina. They ain't getting past our semi-final. But nevertheless, morning.
Stefan, concerning the data centers, we had Mr. issue about the data center earlier.
Well,
No,
we're not talking about that right now, Solia.
mentioned
We're not talking. That's off topic right now. You have a comment on the data center that you could make very quickly?
Yeah, just
go ahead.
A lot of states, they don't want data centers anywhere close to them because of the ill effects that brings to society. That is all I wanted to say. Concerning the Balize House issue, you're totally correct. You're totally right on that. And I want to tell the PNM fanatics out there that this is really something very pale of recent, that not only was people looking into them, but the DPP would have issued instruction to charge the men. And these are sitting ministers who sitting in office. So a mere probe, if somebody wants to look into something with me or you, Stefan, that shouldn't be an issue because they just want to look and see, hey, Stefan, I see you buy a car the other day. Where you get that money by? Nothing wrong with that. That is not a crime. And again, we have sitting ministers right now who are out on bail because the police has so much evidence that they were charged. So what is big issues about now? The police want to see how the Balize House do their thing. The police totally right within their powers to want to see that.
Okay.
And this is nothing to get all up in, as I say, up in arms about that issue. That is all.
All right. All right, no problem. I don't know why the Bluetooth coming and going by. Hello, morning. Morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man.
Stefan, who is the leader of the PNM party? What is the purpose of Penelope Beckers? She have any purpose right now in this country, by Stefan? Because I only hear Rowley and only hear Stuart Young. Look on and listen. I tell you, this woman is a weak leader.
Right, no problem. No, well, I mean, he was even asked in the interview about her, and he said she'd do the best that she could do, whatever that means. Hello, good morning.
A very, very good morning to you, Stefan.
Yes, I.
What I don't understand is Penny, sometimes Rowley doing it, all of these guys is doing it. Keep on saying that the population is an attack on the population. I don't own Balize House, I don't have nothing there. So that bother me. Why attack? Why does keep talking like that? And at the same time, isn't it the PNM and Faris Alwari who push to get explain your wealth, they make it into law?
Yeah.
So,
well, you see, that's but that's the thing, I am not sure if that legislation applies to an organization as opposed to applying to an individual. So I don't know how it works in law. Maybe Brian Bay could message me on that. I know you just watch your program every morning. But yeah, go ahead.
But subject to correction, I believe it's across the board.
Okay.
I believe it is across the board. And I saw that video you did with the receipt in the grocery. And you explained it exactly very well. And if they don't have any cocoa in the sun, they don't have to worry about the rain.
That is all.
All the best. Have a great morning, sir. Thank
yeah,
you.
man. No problem. That's all. I don't understand where's the rejection of this and all the old talk. Just, all they want to probe. All right, look, all my, just like Kamala Prasad says, sir, some years ago when she brought the box, right? She probably went and had to dig up that box with all her receipts. One set of dust on the box, she come and bring it to the parliament, and she said, look, all my receipts are my house here, people. That is all. Morning.
Yes, Stefan, morning.
Yeah, what we're on?
Man. I want to publicly thank Faris Alwari as the Attorney General for making sure that that law was passed. I want to shake that fella hand. Here was saying that. I take a look at that law last night. They don't really specifically have to charge you for any direct offense, you know, but if you cannot show how you acquire your material things, you could seize it. And you were saying something just now there. Individuals and organizations fall under that law.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Again, Mr. Faris Alwari, thank you very much, sir.
All right, no problem. I mean, I hear the former talking about persecution. I don't know if he remembers, but I remember that he went into Parliament with a whole document and read it out called Emailgate, where he, in that document, in reading out that document, was accusing a sitting Prime Minister of conspiracy to murder, you know. And they drive that home and sell that, you know. Despite every agency that is deal with emails, going right up to Google saying those emails don't exist. And up to today, people still believe that. Morning. It has some people that still believe that.
Morning.
It's amazing.
Morning. When things is on the other side is a different story and a different view. But is it not the existing opposition leader says, if you have anything, take it to the police?
Right.
So the police investigated. When it was on the other side and they investigate, the private house, this is supposed to be an organization who is part of the governance process. We do what they do. Mariano Brown didn't have no voice. And every little thing that happened now is like the sky falling. Investigate this central and the attack on the people. So the issue here now, it's a different form of governance. Yes, it's a continuance of what happened in the past, but we turning the corner with what now the government is saying X, Y, and Z, and people questioning a whole bunch of things, and now they have to make statements now to defend that and trial and a whole bunch of nonsense. We talk about campaign financing, a whole lot of nonsense, hoping that things will be right based on what is happening now with probably the Hadiths and other people maybe are speaking out of context. But at the same time, we need to look at the changes that are taking place in the politics. And to understand that at the end of it all, is the country running better or not? Because we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. And expect something different. So we need to change the way we do politics and look at other areas and other jurisdictions and see how it works. So now what we have now is ministers now make statements and they report to the cabinet. And when they finish now, the media or the opposition get a little win and the media get a little win of something. They do no investigative reporting and talk as if the sky falling. And then the ministers respond, and when they respond, they realize it's nothing. Next, it comes just like the passport is new. So there are many things that go on in the country and changes, and we ourselves have to adjust. And I want to ask the PNM, who was Constable Kate, and who was she investigating? Have a good day, man.
Constable Kate? Is Constable Kate, he said? He lost me there with that one, you know. Morning.
Hello, Stefan. Good morning.
You know about policing.
I have a question for you. Right. I have a question for you. Who is the victim, so to speak, in this matter?
Who is the victim?
Yes. Who made the report to the police?
That's a very good question.
Right. And of course, that press conference was called because Dr. Rowley, persons in the security area would have their allegiance to PNM and to Dr. Rowley. So he got away, like when we're going on a raid, by the time we reach there, of course they know we coming. So you didn't find no drugs and stuff like that, right? We go have a drug block, right? So, is it Guardian Media Akash works for?
Yes, he does.
So, Guardian Media took that upon themselves to send Akash to on that news conference, right? But guess who? Nobody. He's no longer in charge of the PNM.
The interview, you're talking about, yeah.
You understand? And plus, you know what I don't like too? I am not for or against anything or anybody. I think it's a breach of the separation of powers.
Right.
If it is, that there is any, I'm not saying there is, if there's any, if the state is acting as the victim and haven't made the report. You understand? So, there are a whole lot of question marks, but in any case, it's like, and the last thing is, Penny should have been the one to come out and say, yes or no, we can account for the money and stuff like that. So that's my take on it.
All right. Well, unless, let me tell you something, that man calculated, unless he jump out to do that interview, because this mightn't be the primary issue, It may have another issue that he may have gotten wind that they come in at him for, and he jump out. This is just the issue in the news over the weekend here. Because, morning, he don't jump out just so. You understand? But that's a good point. Media sending somebody quite over to Tobago to listen to sit down and do an interview with you still. How much times has this happened during the last year? This is about his fourth or his third? Morning. That's a lot of attention, boy, and a lot of effort. Yeah, morning.
Stefan, you see, this is the problem with we in Trinidad. We have a very short memory. Rowley spent 5 years in opposition. Corruption. Every Monday morning was a same thing what you're doing now was a press conference about corruption. They brought pictures of people, homes in the parliament. They talk about carry box full with $1 million. They talk about who had mall all over the world and all kind of thing. They finally got into office. I supported Rowley.
They are trying a job at Ashton Jack, what's his name? Ashwa Jack? The one in Tobago now with the planting pumpkin or some kind of thing so? Some kind of thing so.
Every bit of allegation you could think about Rowley brought into the public domain, accusing members of the government that time. The poor Prime Minister at that time, being new to the position and being vulnerable, firing from left, right, and center every Monday morning, Friday, you're here in Parliament, the Prime Minister fire one of his members. So it went on. Then eventually Rowley come into office. Now, although I would support the UNC, I ain't no sycophant, and if it is that anybody use public funds in corrupt means, I want to see her be prosecuted. So Rowley put to the population that every Monday morning you'll see a whole set of them lining up in front of the court, and they will be sent to jail, prepare for bracelet and all this kind of thing. We waited 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, until they finally come up with some kind of 10 years, until they finally come up with some kind of civil concoction case where Alwari take information from a scam to try to bring evidence against Ram Logan and Ram Dean.
Yeah, that is Nelson who turned around now and suing them.
Yeah.
Well, suing the state. Well, no. It got to be the state. Anyhow, yeah, go ahead.
So we was waiting with bated breath to see who is these people and we have these rooms full of money and all kind of thing. Then they come with this allegation that we're going to change the money so that all of them who was corrupted would have all the money now that they can account for. Nothing come off of that again. Now, and you know the saying, those who have glass houses shouldn't throw stone. This Prime Minister come now and doing exactly what Rowley said he would have done.
Yeah.
And everybody vexed now. They're coming up with all kind of allegation and things. Rowley had 10 years and could have passed every single law. He passed the follow money law and thing. They prosecute one government minister. Now, as soon as this government, they're using the same laws, and now them quaking and they're frightened. I say, let me tell you something. You see this Attorney General and this Prime Minister, destroy every single one of them. And let me tell you something. Every dollar would be leading back to where the corruption started. And you'll be surprised to know. Remember Karen Nunes Teixeira talk out on an interview on TV or some kind of thing, where when she was the finance minister in the Patrick Manning government, how much people approach her for with corrupted means of drugs and all this kind of thing. You must get that interview.
I remember the interview.
And who you think was the center of that whole scenario? The same man who holding press conference right now with Akash Samaru. Like I say, you see when you see U.S. money is concerned, you could put it under your bed, you could put it inside that Milo pan, inside that chulha, they will find it and they will get prosecuted for that. And this is exactly what is taking place. And I so support right now what is taking place. Who could vex and make all kind of, it's a witch hunt and they're just prosecuting thing? This is one time I would support taxpayers' money going after corrupt means. Have a good morning, Stefan.
All right.
And well, boy, how the World Cup and...
Well, you lost your bet because Morocco get knocked out.
Yeah, I don't know. And start to sell some little items
I
and
hear
got
you.
that money to send it on for that 2 tickets.
I hear you, partner. Don't worry yourself.
One thing with if ever I agree with any decision made with the referee, you see when they give that fella the red card for diving.
Yeah.
You know how long I wanted them to set an example that you see they're going too far and becoming so ridiculous.
Yeah.
You understand? So have a good morning and take care, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to go to the break. We'll come back to the phone line shortly. In the second hour, we have Eat Nights at 7:35. Yeah, listen. Trinidad and Tobago, I don't know how to explain this again in a simpler way. It is a business. We are a $100 billion a year business. Good? And when that business changes management, if the business was not doing well under the previous management, the new management that have been appointed by the people have to review the books and everything and make adjustments. Because they can't come in and do the same thing that the previous people was doing because that wasn't working. So they had to come in with a fresh mindset, with a different approach, which is what we see in taking place. For years I have sat here and I have heard, but nobody don't get locked up, and nobody think, and this, that, and the other, and it's only small man this whole. Okay, fine, no problem. Now, you have an administration that appears, and I'm using my words very, very carefully, appears to be going after white-collar crime. All right? We have a political organization that have been always perceived to be favorable to specific circles in society. And those circles have prospered significantly, right? And they have built empires and generational wealth. And, you know, in that same interview he did, I don't know if it was in the clip, that clip that we played, but there was a clip or a part of the interview where he spoke about the wealth of certain ethnic groups in Trinidad and Tobago. And when he reached black people, he said, well, not so much in the black community. You understand? I don't know if that clip had it, but we ain't going to play that over. But it's very interesting. He mentioned the Syrian, the Chinese, and the Indians. And then when he reached the last ethnic group, which is black people, he said, well, and not so many in the black, right? That to me is shameless. It's disgraceful. Because that is people that you claim to represent. Right? But anyhow, that's a whole conversation for a different day. Put that aside. So, there are particular people in different quarters that have prospered significantly. This Prime Minister has said very clearly, and she has stated her intention, that the wealth of the country or the way that we operate, we must reset it so that everybody can prosper from the wealth of Trinidad and Tobago. And they are going about it, dealing with it however they see fit, right? We won't know until the end. We won't know what's taking place with the Hadids. We don't know where that is going to go. We don't know what is going to take place with Balize House, but the intent appears to be there. And yes, it is passing strange that in your 10 years, all kind of construction was going on. But as you come out of office, all the construction done. If that was a private property, and I say a private property, your house, that you was building while you was Prime Minister, And when you stop being prime minister, all of a sudden you work stop on your house. That would be suspicious, wouldn't it? Right? Now, they sit down there talking about the people under attack and all kind of nonsense. That had nothing to do with that. You ran the country for 10 years. You ran the country for 10 years. You spent taxpayers' dollars for 10 years. You all were in charge of those things. And it is only obvious, and I know people don't like to hear it, but this is how it goes. This is par for the course. This is how you hold, this is what happens and how it looks when people are being held to account. Because you have a change in government and the new government is going to come in. They're going to look at all the books. They're going to see where all the shortcomings were and all the suspicious activity. They're going to put together a report and they're going to send it to whoever they have to send it to. And it is up to those people now to review those reports and find, well, it have a matter here. And let us take it further. Right? And this is how it works. That is the long and short of it. And this is how it looks. Right? So all this persecution and all this that is nonsense talk. You were there, and the same way that you try to hold to account those who had run the country between 2010 and 2015 to no avail, and that alone should be a testament to, I guess, the integrity, to some extent, of those who were there from 2010 to 2015. That doesn't mean that bubble didn't take place, you know. I'm saying that you all had 10 years. 10 years. And I just always talk this about Anil. Anil Roberts with the Double Sand Coffee, as a senator for the UNC in opposition, was one of the loudest voices that the opposition had. But people forever tie his name to live sport and try to implicate his name in what took place in live sport, despite an entire report on live sport where his name is not mentioned once. And in 10 years, they had the opportunity to silence the loudest voice coming out from the opposition, which was Anil Roberts, and they couldn't even do that because they didn't have anything. Just think about that for a second. And he's still doing Double Sand Coffee and mashing them up every single day. That alone should tell you a story. Right? It tells me something. But I can't think for everybody else, right? So, it ain't like they didn't try in the past to hold people accountable for 2010 to 2015. Just either they probably didn't go about it the right way or they just didn't have anything on them. Right? And now that you had 10 years and you are being held to account is persecution. It wasn't persecution when you went to the president and sit down there to intercept a merit list to remove a commissioner of police who did not want to adhere to a directive to go after your political opponents. That wasn't persecution or attempted persecution on your political opponents. So you intercept a merit list and you try to put a commissioner of police, there would be a puppet that you could have pulled string and command. But not all them things was okay. And now the shoe on the other foot. And it's very simple. Once your receipt's in order and everything above board, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Full stop. We're going to take the break. When we come back, the former AG says that, you have the headline with the former AG? Former AG denies Blue Water's land leases were rushed. We'll get to that when we return. Don't go anywhere.
We are deep into stoppage time, all. They must be careful here. Oh no! But hang on. They are checking it. It's going to be in the hands of the VAR. This is unbearable. The goal has been reversed. they have felt everything it is possible to feel.
Welcome to Zambrano's Learning Academy. We are more than just a preschool. We are a family-oriented early childhood center where children are loved, nurtured, and inspired to grow. We'd like to think of ourselves as a safe space. From the moment a family joins our community, our hope is that they feel welcomed, safe, secured, and truly at home. By cultivating positive partnership, education becomes a journey best traveled together. We understand that every child is unique with their own strengths, interests, personality, and learning styles. That is why we believe every child has potential, and our role is to nurture their curiosity, confidence, independence, and love of learning so that they can thrive both in school and life. Using meaningful experiences, hands-on explorations, and proven educational practices, we create and develop a genuine love for learning. Our goal is to help children become confident, capable, independent learners who are prepared for an ever-changing world. We focus on developing the whole child by supporting not only academic growth, but also social-emotional development, problem-solving skills, resilience, and character. Most importantly, we believe that when children feel valued, connected, and understood, they thrive. Enrollment is ongoing at this time. You can contact us at 689-1345. We invite you to experience the warm partnership and sense of belonging at Zambrano's Learning Academy.
Hey yo, this is yours truly, Michael Pleasure here, bigging up Generations of Steel, Dean Goldstone, big up yourself. July 11th, Queen's Park Savannah. So get your tickets, come out, let we have a good time. Generations of Steel.
The countdown has started for a glorious night of sweet pan music in Generations of Steel. This Saturday, 11 July, at the Mecca of Steel Band Music, the Queen's Park Savannah. Featuring Desperados, Shell Invaders, Massey Trinidad All-Stars, First Citizens Supernovas, and the Pride of the South, Funclair, plus their talented youth bands. This Saturday, 11 July, at the iconic Grandstand, Queen's Park Savannah.
Showtime, 6 p.m. till 10:30 p.m.
Coolers allowed. And hear this one, 2 persons on 1 ticket for only $350.
The quadraphonic tickets admits 4 persons for only $600.
The single pan tickets cost only $200. Additional $10 off for online purchases.
Children 12 and under, accompanied by an adult. Admission is free. Presented by Super Pan Man, Dane Gulston and Friends. For more info, call 732-3402.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1-868-334-2796.
Big sale event at Salinas and Sebastian's. Graduation, prom, weddings, Father's Day, or just stepping into your next big moment. We've got you covered because Salinas and Sebastian's, it's more than a suit. It's the perfect fit when it matters most. From the boardroom to date night, look sharp, feel confident, and show up ready. And because value matters, now is the time to dress best for less. Enjoy 25 to 35% off special suits and create a look that's uniquely yours. Complete the look. 35% off dress shirts. Up to 50% off selected dress shoes with any formal purchase. Sneakers. Buy one, get one free. Or buy one and get one half price. Ladies, 25% off selected dress shoes for your special moments. Dress for the moments that matters most. Salinas and Sebastian's, located at Gulf City Mall, upper level. WhatsApp 715-9533.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. we've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career, Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be. Some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals. Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Are you tired of managing symptoms without understanding why your body is breaking down? Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic provides consultation and re-education sessions followed by nutritional therapy programs designed to address the root causes of chronic disease. The clinic works with clients in Trinidad and Tobago and internationally, helping people rebuild the body through correct nutrition, not drugs, supplements, herbs, detoxes, injections, or quick fixes. Setwayo is also the author of You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished, a powerful health book that has been the top-selling book on consignment at RIK bookstores nationwide every month since entering the stores. If you're struggling with cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, autoimmune issues, fertility challenges, digestive problems, or other chronic condition, book a consultation and re-education session today. Purchase the book at RIK bookstores nationwide, Nelson's Bookstore in Tobago, Amazon, or Gumroad. Visit setwayoclinic.com or call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, rebuilding the body, reversing disease through nutritional therapy.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, and just before we go further, let me get Chef now. Pop Chef Flyer, he has 2 courses. Lovely. So Chef Shiraz and the Culinary Academy, they got the 3-day cooking class, Asian cuisine cooking course, Chinese, North Indian, Manchurian, Hakka, Thai, and sushi. All right, limited space available, of course, and this takes place on the 8th of August, all right? From the 8th of August on Saturdays. Remember, it's a 3-day cooking class, and it's 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., Ramsing Plaza in Chaguanas. You could give Chef a call. But I'll give you the number after because you have a next course as well that is happening, and that is the baking and cake decorating. It's real money in that, eh? You understand? It have way more, well, plenty more than $500 box of cookies. Let's put it that way. But the baking and the cake decorating is a wonderful course. It's going to make you a lot of money. It's also happening from August the 8th, all right? Ramsing Plaza. So you're going to learn butter frosting, chocolate ganache, pattern cakes, and much more, okay? So give him a call for these two courses to sign up, 3724639 or 7375097. Get in contact with Chef today. Get signed up for those courses. Nice, man. I see these people with a $500 box of cookies. They get some critique on social media and they jump off of social media. What's his name? Bran and them? Is Bran? Something so? Yeah, this couple now, you know, I mean, they just do the little social media thing on TikTok and things. Sometimes I think the fella is a trainer or some kind of thing that's do review. Let me tell you something. Nobody ain't running me off on no platform. I could TikTok, and I just don't ignore people, right? You making your cookies and them, you're selling it at $500 a box. I don't know how much it does cost for you to, the material and the time and this, that, and the other, right? I don't know. I don't know how you price that at $500, but if you think that your cookies was worth your box of cookies was worth $500, you don't let nobody run you off of social media, and fellas? You don't close down your operation. It have a market for that. It have people with money that's stupid enough to pay $500 a box of cookies. Because they just have the money and yeah, we'll buy it, $500, they will buy it. I wouldn't buy it, right? I just buy by Cross and Crumble, right? Cross and Crumble is my people. Good? You could go on Facebook and check them out. But I'm just saying, $500 a box of cookies, it have people that will buy it. Right? They like them kind of thing. They feel they're spending $500 a box of cookies and again they're getting the best. Which probably it could be. But nobody run you off of social media, you should be able to do your thing, man. You understand? Fellas, if I had $500, I'd buy them cookies, but on a diet right now. Just to experiment and see. Anyway, before we went to the break, we were talking about the former AG denying that the Blue Waters land leases were rushed. Yes? Nice. Leave that up. So, former Attorney General Camille Robinson-Regis, it's interesting how they get the tag former Attorney General. Eh? She was former Attorney General for the small period where Stuart Young was Prime Minister. And Marvin Gonzalez was Minister of National Security. Remember? Yeah, but she get former Attorney General status. Anyway, Camille Robinson-Regis has rejected allegations that she rushed the approval of lease agreements involving businessman Dominic Hadid's Blue Waters Products Limited company shortly before the 2025 general election, saying the matter had undergone years of review by legal officers. The response follows a newspaper report that the former People's National Movement Administration Cabinet moved to reverse previous decisions to grant leases to Blue Waters Products Limited, with Attorney General John Jeremy referring the matter to the police. The dispute centers on approximately 450 acres of land at the Orange Grove Estate in Trin City. The leases have been the subject of negotiations between Blue Waters and successive administrations since the company acquired Pernod Richard's local operations in 2007. The lands were previously leased to Pernod Richard in 1995. And the company's owners, of course, well, they're currently detained under a preventive detention order. According to the article, Minister of Lands and Legal Affairs Saddam Hussein informed Hadid on May 5, 2026, that the cabinet had decided to rescind lease approvals made by the former PNM administration. And Hussein had previously raised the matter in Parliament during the October 2025 budget debate. We actually have what he said in Parliament. Run me Saddam Hussein in Parliament there.
Last cabinet meeting by the last administration, on the 17th of April, 2025, Mr. Speaker, they rushed the approval of a particular note to give a lease to a particular water company in Orange Grove, Mr. Speaker, in Orange Grove. Mr. Speaker, the note was passed on the 17th of April, 2025 with respect to issuing a lease for that water company. Mr. Speaker, would you believe the night before the election, the 27th of April 2025, a WhatsApp voice note was sent by one Solange de Souza. You all remember who is Solange de Souza? She was a former PNM candidate in Faizabad, but she happens to be the Chambers manager at the AG's office in the last administration. And she sent a voice note, Mr. Speaker, and this is what she says. Good night. So this is for the Blue Waters file. If it is that you get, you will proceed with the instructions before you get the file. So she's telling the person, proceed with the instructions before I get the file. I just said, let me take the picture, as AG not too long did it, right? Well, send me the picture. So if I said, let me let you know, let me know if it will take a little longer to get the file to you. Basically what she's saying, Mr. Speaker, in the voice note is that the AG just gave the instruction, the file can't reach by you as yet, proceed with the lease. Proceed with the lease. Do you know who was the AG at the time, Mr. Speaker? The honourable member for Trin-City, Maloney, Mr. Speaker. And there's a note, reference is made to folio 10. Thing happening fast there, you know. On April, this is the 25th now, this is what day? This is the Friday before the general election. Thing happening fast. Note writing up fast. Please be advised that the Civil Law Department is hereby instructed to prepare the requisite leases to give effect to the cabinet decision. But Mr. Speaker, do you want to know what's the issue with that cabinet decision? You want to know what's the issue? There are two commercial leases to be granted to this water company, C1 and C2. Mr. Speaker, in 2022, or 2019, sorry, two offers were made by the state to the company. And Mr. Speaker, for C2, which is commercial piece 2, the value that was attributed to the land at that time was 32. It was offered, Mr. Speaker, I want to be very careful what I say here. The CUSL returned to the cabinet, and by cabinet minute listed at 5, obtained approval of an offer to OCC2 at a premium of $32.2 million, with a difference of approximately $17.9 million from the 2019 offer of $14.3 million. Mr. Speaker, understand what happened there, you know? They cut the lease price by half in 2019, you know. That's a one. With regard to C1, the approved premium was $50 million, but the offer made was $22.1 billion. You understand what is happening there, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, when the public servants got wind of this, no lease was prepared in 2019 to 2022. Thing hold up. Mr. Speaker, do you know what is the lease price that the last cabinet approved for that water company? They're using a 2015 valuation to grant a lease in 2025, a 10-year-old valuation. And Mr. Speaker, what is strange about this is that they were hurrying this thing to the end, Mr. Speaker, that the night before the general election, you have man from the HE office calling public servants to tell them, hey, prepare that lease, you know. Because you know why, Mr. Speaker? They got wind that they were going to lose the general election. That is what was happening. That is what was happening. At the last...
All right. So that is Saddam in Parliament back in October of 2025. All right. I have a little time to take some calls. So we'll go to the phone line, take a few. Before, I had to make out the garden emergency branch this morning, boy, with our 5K. We'll talk about that. Morning. Well, at least I'll just highlight it. Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Stefan, you and all had to be investigated. You know why? Because I noticed you giving a list to Chef on a Friday, boy. Because Chef coming out and talk everything he want to talk. I wonder how that lady feeling, boy, who didn't want to hear him. Yeah, Mr. Stefan, the other thing is, the PNM had the PNM had to get at the base, That base is what didn't vote for them. And they realize they have a local government election because it's they'll be judged. And they don't want that to go against them. Otherwise, they will have to put their foot in their mouth, right? So that's why I expect them to behave in that kind of manner. Thank you, Mr. Stephen.
All right. Talking about the local government election, Philip Edward Alexander went and took a drive yesterday throughout the Diego Martin constituency. And in doing so, he highlighted exactly what I've been talking about. That's the clip there. I don't know if we'll have time to run it this morning, but definitely tomorrow we're going to revisit that. Hello, good morning. What's going on there? Oh, all right, I'll do a call back. What is the call back? Yeah, morning.
Hey, morning, Mr. Zafan.
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Okay, boy.
Talk.
I see highlighting unexplained wealth order. For Balize, for the PNM Balize House, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was correct? Well,
yeah.
All of that story, well, I like a reporter from some news agency. They just show the building in the back now.
The building in the back?
Yeah, we didn't explain the building in the back that they said that they were going to, the PNR thing was going to utilize for parking and the thing in the back there with the glass. And that's the building we're talking about. Not this one, there's a house.
Yeah, this is the original kind of structure of the old, but there is a whole construction that was taking place here. And none of the pictures in the media, though, they have pictures of that part of it. They only take a picture of the front. But nevertheless.
Why? What happened? The freighter just walk 1 meter and take a photo of the thing in the back? You go for the population trying to the population trying to don't live in Woodford Square, right?
Right.
Right. So, but since inception, we know what Balize House looked like before this brand new building.
Right.
And we know of the location.
Right.
Right? Especially if you happen to visit town to do business. Okay? Right. But for 10 years, no media house went right next to this red building and say, look at this nice 3-story or much story in the back here. Who building this?
Yeah.
With the sign mark, with the sign that is put in front of them building, saying who is the contractor, how long it was take, and who is the partners, and all them things. Some buildings have that. Right? And some buildings, depends on the contractor. There's even advertised. There's usually building as a form of advertisement. Wherever the building. Right? Even the scaffolding man too, there's probably a little banner.
Yeah.
There's scaffolding by so and so. You know?
Right.
But somehow the media wasn't trying to be, okay, I walk 2 meters right and take a photo of the building at the side. Maybe need a visa to go there, or an airplane to go so, or the Galleon's Passage to go up the road. I don't know. There's actually media also take out to walk up the road now. On the pavement.
All right.
The pavement, I think you can walk on it. Right? Okay, go on.
Yeah, but no problem. He said I can't walk. He said I can't walk 2 meters, yes? Lord Father, I tell you. Morning. No, but there's a bigger structure than that. That is not what we're talking about. It's a bigger construction. I think it's a kind of high-rise construction that they're going to use for a car park and things like that. And I think it goes down underground as well. Morning. If I'm not mistaken.
Stefan, yes, you're not mistaken. You're talking about underground. Stefan, what I want to see, this underground you're talking about, I want to see the display of that structure. I want to see if it is a drawing from Venezuela ideas, that underground business. I want to see that. That is what killing the PNM and everybody. That the secretness that they have with that building. That stone that is built on that roof will be the destruction of the PNM.
I was wondering, maybe you might know, how old is the UNC?
UNC? UNC, the UNC seeing all the destruction right now in Trinidad and Tobago. Listen, man, it was a creeping, and it was a creeping this old UNC. Well, I believe the UNC we have now is a young UNC we have there. Since we said that is UNC you're talking about. The other UNC I think we had was no UNC. I wouldn't count that as UNC. This is UNC going to fix Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
Right? Okay.
All right, I hear you, man.
Okay,
look,
thank you very much.
Cool, man. Look, I have the photo here. Director, let me see if I can send it here. This is the photo that very few media kind of taken out in terms of the building itself. The man say they could walk 2 meters to the right. Hey, see if you got this picture. That's now where? Let me see if it go through the email here. Otherwise, I'll have to WhatsApp it. All right. I still seen one in the inbox, you know. That's now. I got any picture here. That's now. I'm going to WhatsApp it. WhatsApp it to you? To the chat? I'm going to WhatsApp it to the chat. Hello, morning.
And I don't normally like to call back, eh?
Yeah, I know that.
I have to say that. I have to say this. This is Rowley. This is Penny. This is the PNM golden opportunity.
Oh, look at it.
This is a golden opportunity to prove the authorities and the government wrong. This is their opportunity. All the best.
All right, man. No problem. Right. Well, you have it kind of in shot there. I'll send you another picture of it. You see that high riser going up there? All of that is part of what they were building. But all our work stopped now because they're out of office. But while they were in office, all of that was going up. Right? That's why I think the estimate, something that people were talking about, is like over 100 million. Right? Now, if... Lord Father, if I tell you. Anyhow, let me just take this final call here before I highlight the Garden Emergency Branch. Hello, good morning. Yeah, we got to get to eat nights. Yeah, morning, go ahead.
Pleasant morning to you, Stefan.
Morning there.
You look rather trim. You look rather trim this morning.
I look rather trim,
Is
okay.
working.
No problem, thank you.
Yes, keep it up, okay? But if the PNM was raising funds to build this building, like cake, remember they had a lot of cake sale and whatever, eh?
Yeah. Cake sale and barbecue and thing,
yes, why are they not continuing?
Why they not what?
Why are they not continuing the building of this building? Why they are not continuing?
I don't know. Maybe when you're in opposition, you don't throw fundraisers. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
raffle ticket will sell when you're in opposition. I don't know.
You know, the old people have a saying, if you're too old to sing or something and you're too young to peep, you understand?
All right.
This is a sellout. This is a sellout. I think they should start to raise funds and sell the cake and build the building, eh? So then they would not be afraid of nothing. If they continue to sell the cake and build the building, they are not frightened.
Right.
Why no cake sale again? Eh?
All right.
What in the darkness come in the light, eh? And it's time to deal with them.
Okay. All right, thanks.
You have a good day,
yeah,
son.
no
God
problem.
bless you.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest question is why the work stopped. But nevertheless, this is the building. Everything just stopped. Right? So, like according to the question the caller is asking, I don't know, maybe when you're in opposition, you can have cake sale and barbecue and fundraisers. Maybe nobody to buy their ticket when you're in opposition. I don't know. Maybe you could only sell raffle ticket when you're in government. I don't know. I just said. Right? But I was trying to find out how old the UNC is. Marks Brand, big here real quick. In the meantime, take that on. We talk about that enough for the morning. Now, all I know I just do, you all know I do my 5Ks, right? I just do a 5K every year, and we just have a cause and everything that we just give some part of the proceeds to charity and things like that. Now, the 5K events have become very, very, very saturated and highly competitive. There are a lot of people throwing a 5K these days. Now, we started to throw ours in the earlies. Back in, I think, 2023 or 2022 was the first 5K. And from the word go, I decided that I must give athletes a good payout. All right? So Stefan Reese, Stefan Run 5K is the highest paying 5K in Trinidad and Tobago. And I say that with pride. Right? Because I am not a big organization. Good? We just work real hard to get people on board and promotions on the day and even to raise the funds as well, because we just had to pay for the expenses that we just put out is enough. This year we added live entertainment and everything to it, right? Nice. Next year we're going to add something else. Now one guy he took to social media to express his disappointment after participating in the Garden Emergency Branch 5K over the weekend. And fellas, we have the clip? Nice. Run the clip. This is what he had to say.
All right, I usually don't do this, right? But I placed 3rd overall at the Garden Emergency 5K this morning. 3rd overall, right? Now, this particular event had 1,038 finishers, more registered, right? But that 1,038 people finished this race. I came 3rd overall. Now, let's just do some maths. 138 by 150 is $155,700. All right? Look at what I get. That is real. All right, I usually...
Right, pop me last part for me. This is what the man get for running 3rd overall, Garden Emergency Branch. It don't work like that, no. He get 2 pack of peas, a bag of rice, a split peas, a bag of flour, what looking like to be brown sugar, a baked beans and a red beans, a bottle of oil. You got a bottle of oil? Oh yeah, a bottle of oil. Where's that there? Baking powder. You got a bag of cricks. You get some coconut milk. Right? Macaroni. You could eat a macaroni pie. So you get macaroni. But basically, for 150, listen, you spend 150. Better he that run that 5K from his house to the grocery and back. And pull a trolley and just go through the grocery with the 150. Now, all right, let me tell you something. You cannot, we just charge 200. I just charge 200. My registration fee is the highest registration fee to have out there. But I give people a breakfast. We have moved to giving out some very, very expensive medals, a different size medal to everybody else. So everybody else's medal is like 3 inches. Ours was 4.5, or somewhere thereabouts. It was our big medal for those of you participating. We try to give goodies we try to get as many goodies as possible to put in your bag, little snacks and thing, because we know people like that. So you just get that as well before you even reach the event. And then when you reach the event, you just have all the booths set up with Guiltless Gourmet and Flavor Right and Jameson and everybody, right? So we try to give people back as much as possible. A lot of people say, Stefan, I just do all of this for $200. Let me tell you something. Song System, QRC, and also donate something to QRC. People don't even know that, right? Because we just get the school for free. But I just say, nah, we can't, I just give what we could give. When we check the books, I just say, all right, we could give QRC X, and then we just always have a purpose. So we just do it for a charitable cause. which is the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. So we just give them a check as well as from part of the proceeds. Then the rest does go to the financing of the T-shirts. We just give our jersey too. That is why we just charge 200. Because everybody else has charged 150, but you don't get a jersey. I know some people just give a jersey for 150, but I know a lot of people charge 150, but you do not get a jersey. You just had the jersey is optional, and you could purchase that on the day for wherever. And they sell a jersey for like $50, $60, some of them, right? So we just give you a complimentary breakfast. We just give you a T-shirt included. And next year, we are things to come. Don't frighten. We're going to do it real different next year. But to the Garden Emergency Branch, I don't know if this is only the first 5K, but it would be nice to pay the athletes. Right? It would be nice to give the athletes a monetary reward. It can't just be a hamper. The days for that are long gone. This thing too competitive now. Right? A lot of people kind of spoil anything because, but I do my thing because I know we are real talent in terms of running. You see it. Some of our top results at the Olympics is people that is track and field. Right? So I know we have runners. And my mission was to make sure when I looked at the 5K calendars and things, and I was looking at the price structure, where people was getting like $1,000 and $800, and I said, nah, that do it different. That's why we pay up to 10th place. We don't play 1, 2, 3 like everybody else. We just pay up to 10th place. Starting at $5,000 first place, all the way down to $500 for 10th place. Right? And the athletes are always grateful for the effort that we put out. If you're doing these 5Ks, don't do it. Plenty of people that's doing it, and they just keep popping up and doing it because they're making our money, right? And they're making it about making our money rather than for the athletes or for a purpose, like what we do it for, okay? I ain't telling all to go and support people thing, if you want to go and support people thing, fine. A lot of big companies have started to do these 5Ks because they have a budget for each brand that they carry. And part of that budget goes towards promotions. So they do it because it's easy cost for them, right? We just had to work with tail off, you understand? To get all of those accommodations there on the day at QRC. So, and we've been able to do it and it's growing. So I am very proud of what we do and where we are. But up your game, because I'm telling all that I failure. That is failure. You can't ask people to come out and run and then get them a hamper with a pack of flour and some oil. Right? I know the grocery price is hot, but it ain't so hot. All right? With that, we're going to take a break. When we come back from that break, we'll have Eid Nights with us. Don't go anywhere. Breaking On continues after this.
World Cup Finals, view live Sunday 19 July at the AO World Cup Arena, located at All Out, 94 Tragreed Road, Queen's Park Oval, Port of Spain.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson Omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
Welcome to Antigua Mass. Them people have no behavior, and they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mass. Clear out, how you know it's danger. How you know it's danger. When it comes to mass, it's my dad.
Every day,
Castle. Long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, and we got Dr. Thompson with us, and he's going to join us from Eden Heights, 14 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. Dr. Thompson, good morning to you, man. Morning. How are you going? Hello? I know talking to doctor. You know talking off here? Yep, Dr. Thompson?
Yeah, it seems,
yep.
Right, yes. It seems like the, I'm not too sure because of the weather or what's going on, like you're getting a little stick in the internet there.
Oh, all right. Well, hopefully we good to go and we will run smooth. So what you talking about this morning?
All right, healing or reversing chronic diseases.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but before we get into that, I have something special. We always have something special to give to people. Right. Well, of course, morning to each and every one of you. I hope that persons had a good week, and I know there's a lot of rain out there now. Also, just be careful on the roads. That's the first thing I'll say. Because while it is, I put it this way, while it is that you have maybe trouble with diseases, there are some persons that could be overcoming, and then unfortunately, some of them are accident to take you out. All right. So be very careful. By God's grace, continue to keep within the laws, especially today. And, I hope that everyone keep safe on the roads out there. All right, so basically, what we actually have for persons, just want to call out something special for you, right? So this is, of course, for Tuesday. This is another Tuesday special. And this Tuesday special is you pay, and then the person that you bring actually get half off, all right? That is actually for our lifestyle consultation. So persons actually, if you bring someone, that particular person actually get half off of the price of the lifestyle consultation. So just to give even a little deeper explanation into that, is that, let's say the lifestyle consultation costs $600, the other person will actually pay $300. That's for someone that you personally bring to the clinic, right? So that's not for persons who actually come by themselves. If you bring someone, you get that special, and that's only for the Tuesday. So that's for tomorrow only. And let me just give out the numbers that persons can actually call. If it's for Trincity, you can call us on 640-8985. 640-8985. You can call the number. If it is that you want to WhatsApp, that's 493-9196, 493-9196. And then we have for Shogunas, the number to call is 613-7571, 613-7571, right? And that's for the special for Tuesday. So again, Trincity 640-8985 and 493-9196. That is actually the WhatsApp number for both clinics. And if you want to get on directly to Shogunas, they can call 613-7571. All right, I'll have another number as we're going along into the lifestyle center itself that persons can actually get. So I just want to give a little shout out to some of our top fans this morning. Right, of course, some of our top fans. Right, you know your name. Just by God's grace, I continue to keep all of you in prayer. Right, that is actually one of the most foremost things that I will do for each of you. So, right, you're one of our top fans. I hope that God continue to keep you blessed and safe today, and that He continue to shine upon you and give you good peace and rest. Of course, we have Miss Peterson, Joyce Peterson, one of our top fans as well too. And we have so much of them. I won't be able to call out all the names, but these are the ones that generally come to mind. We have Miss Lopez, her daughter, all her family. We have Mrs. Ali's and all of her family. So I just want to give you all a little shout out this morning. I hope that all goes well with you. And as you continue to live on this earth, that you continue to have long, extended life. All right? Right. So we're talking about healing and reversing chronic diseases. Now, there are so many persons that actually have issues with diseases when you talk about chronic diseases overall. Is it something that can actually be reversed? Is it something that, let's say that you reach a stage where there's no turning back? There are persons like that where they are gone so far that sometimes there's no turning back for them. I mean, I've seen different where some persons actually come in and they look like they've gone so far, But somehow, of course, when you give the human body what it needs and you put it into the right frame, or give it what it generally uses as raw material to help it heal itself, you see persons who come in with chronic diseases or chronic issues recover, right? And I will always put them down as the miracle people, right, that actually recover from those issues. We have so much stories that we can actually tell for persons who are listening onwards. But I don't know if anybody ever wondered, have you ever wondered, why it is that, somebody get a cut and it actually heals, right? You get a little cut on the hand and it actually heals. The bone itself, why the bone actually mend itself. Of course, that shows how God actually designed the human body. And you have a very incredible body, right? So knowing how the body actually functions, how it works, I think that's actually very important for persons as well too. And this body has the ability to repair itself. Give the body what it needs and you'll see, I would say, miracles actually take place within the human body, and it does it for itself. Sometimes people will come to the clinic and they will say, thank you, to the staff, thank you to this one and that one. Really and truly, the first thing that you give thanks to is God, right? Because He's the one that made the body. And also as well, you look at even thanking yourself for actually following through with a program, because if you don't follow, then you're not going to actually see results as well. That actually takes a strong will, or let's say mind power itself, to develop so that you can actually follow through with a plan. And I have seen persons over the years, if they do follow through, even with chronic diseases as well, they see results, right? Now, if you look at many of the different diseases, they have certain mechanisms that are very similar. For example, one of them is chronic inflammation or inflammation. Inflammation, right, just for persons just to get a little understanding into it, it could be like pain, it could be swelling, it could basically be, let's say, discoloration, sometimes like a little flush comes onto the system as well, to like redness, for example. And with that inflammation, person will develop pain, they'll have discomforts, they'll have all sorts of different issues happening in the body. Even if you have bloating, gas, acid reflux, that also is some form of inflammation as well, contributing to that. So if you can actually heal the body for, let's say, outward as well as inward, right, you see many of these damaging effects of the diseases tend to actually go away. Now, there are certain key factors that actually play a role in many of these diseases, and one of the things that I always tell persons is that, if it is you don't drink enough water, if you don't move, if it is that you have chronic stress, there are persons that develop depression, anxiety, and many of these mental health conditions do actually contribute to many of the chronic conditions that we actually see with persons. So there is a science that is actually behind these chronic diseases. And I thank God, for these scientists that they actually put, so many studies that persons can actually go through and read for themselves so that they'll know, how to deal with certain types of conditions. Now, if persons, of course, they are not able to read and get that information that they need, this is where we come in, where we'll actually break down many of these informations to person. So chronic diseases, its conditions, of course, develop slowly over time. So which means if you have a chronic disease right now, you can actually stop it in its track because it's slowly developing, all right? Or sometimes persons not only stop it in its track, but they can actually totally reverse that. Now, what I always tell persons is, because they always try to do these things, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, right? Same like how it takes time for your body to actually develop the disease in the first place.
Right.
It takes time. So you talk about heart disease, would have actually taken some person years to develop clogging of the arteries. You didn't wake up, let's say tomorrow, and develop that. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, things like fatty liver disease, obesity, all that takes time. You notice sometimes you're basically going about life and you're eating as normal, and all of a sudden, wait now, you then notice you're watching the mirror and you're like, wait now, there's weight on my body. where did this come from? How did this happen? It's like I didn't see that actually happening. This is how disease comes upon you. All right. If you don't carefully watch and observe what is happening to your body, over time you realize that, hey, you develop conditions that actually were there before because you wasn't paying close attention to it. All right. So just want to give out the numbers again for persons to call. If it is that you want to get through with us in Trincity for that special, now you pay one. All right. So you pay for one lifestyle consultation, and the other person that you bring, you get half off. All right, so, and that's for Tuesday only, and the numbers to call will be 640-8985, and that's for Trincity. And then if you want to WhatsApp for Trincity and Chaguanas, you can WhatsApp us on 493-9196, 493-9196. All right, so that's the number to WhatsApp. You can even call that number as we speak. Someone is actually there waiting to take your call. You can also get us on for Chaguanas, that is 613-7571, 613-7571. And then for our lifestyle and wellness center, that person's can actually come in to stay so that we can actually take care of you, give you all the meals that you need, and help working with you with, even if it's heart disease, arthritis, persons coming with even things like cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, fat liver disease. If it is that you know that you have certain chronic conditions and persons have given up on you, well, we're here. All right, we're here to actually help. By God's grace, we'll be able to at least, give you a stage or give you a fighting chance to overcome these particular conditions. So, because you know that these diseases take long to develop, you can put a stop in its track. And if you want to get that done, you can actually call that number 376-6714, 376-6714. I know there was a lot of persons actually calling that particular number over the weekend. All right, don't worry, we will get back to you. Right. If it is, just leave a little WhatsApp number to that. There's no problem as well too. Just leave a little WhatsApp message and we will definitely get back to you. All right, so Stefan, generally, every second of the day, your body actually does let's say, some repairs to damaged cells. For example, those who actually go out to exercise. Yeah. All right. Remember, you're expanding on muscle cells. These cells can become damaged during that exercise. And then guess what? Of course, we need raw materials to help to repair the body, the tissue itself, right? So we talk about things like protein, which is actually very important for the healing of the tissues. And then persons will generally need, of course, certain foods that will help with energy. If you look at many athletes, most of the food that they will be consuming, apart from protein to help with the healing, and when you talk about protein, there's so many different foods that actually has protein in it. You talk about peas and beans and nuts and seeds, and of course, some persons will eat certain types of animal foods as well to get their protein into your body. But every day, your body, every second of the day, your body is consistently repairing damaged cells. So guess what is happening? If you put the right foods within, what's going to take place? You're going to start the repairing process. Every day, your immune system is fighting off, let's say, bacteria, viruses, let's say things like fungus. Every day, your human body is trying to actually recover you so that you don't become ill long term. Right? And the immune system, as we look at it, the word itself, it gets you immune to the environment that you're in. So you have the dust, you have cold environment, you have heat environment. Your body is consistently getting you immune to certain things that is actually around you. So what you need to do, simple thing as your fresh fruits, your fresh vegetables, eating them at the right timing is actually what is important as well too. Those are things that we generally teach. How to prepare the food so that persons can actually recover. This is actually what we do at the lifestyle centers when persons come in so that they can actually work on recovering of these different conditions, right? So, for example, your liver actually generally regenerates itself consistently. And this is the amazing thing about the human. For example, you even have this as well too, where the bones actually is made to last a lifetime. All right, I'll say that again. The bones are actually made to last a lifetime, But what happens if it is that you don't do the taking care of those bones, they start to deteriorate. That doesn't mean that it cannot actually repair itself, all right? Because there's always repairing that is actually taking place. The problem is if you don't put in the right materials, it cannot repair itself, all right? There are certain things that sometimes don't that don't repair. If you notice, I said the bones actually continue to remodule and throughout your lifetime to repair itself, but there are cartilage in between, there's synovial fluids that tend to break down over time. And sometimes these don't actually repair. That's why you'll see persons who have bone on bone, or let's say to the knees, the back, the hip. I know there are persons out there that actually have struggles where they actually cannot go on to surgery. We do take in these persons and actually have to reduce some pain for them. You're looking at knee pains, back pains, hip pains that would have gone through so much degeneration that it seems like it's not going to actually repair itself. We do take in these persons and try our best to help them as much as we can. Again, those type of persons are just looking for miracles. But I always say give the body a chance to do its work. Right? Always give the body a chance to do its work. So persons, again, if you want to get onto us, you can call it 640-8985. You can also get onto us on WhatsApp 493-9196. And then we also have 613-7571. And if person want to join the lifestyle program itself, where you can actually come in and stay either for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks to a month, you can actually call that number 376-6714.
All
So
right.
if you're a person that is struggling to manage and get yourself back on track, you know, we'll be here to help you as much as we can. Right? So definitely,
Brilliant.
I believe that persons can actually overcome heart disease, diabetes, chronic, let's say, degenerative conditions in the body. Just give the body a chance. All right. Once you give the body a chance, it's going to do its own repairing of its system.
All right. All right. So
here, let me just get that
man.
special there.
Right. So
Right,
just
you
give
have
them the
any more
special
time?
one more time for tomorrow.
Right. So again, persons who are coming in, if it is you for the first time, you're bringing someone with you, right? You'll be able to get, well, that person will be able to get like half price off the lifestyle and wellness consultation. And that is inclusive of consultation, inclusive of live blood analysis. All right.
Okay.
So you bring one, that person get the half price off, right? So by God's grace, I hope everyone keeps safe. And you as well keep safe, Stefan.
All right, will do, man. And thanks a lot.
We'll let them,
next week.
frustrate you with the 5K.
Yeah, no, don't frighten. No. I was surprised, you know, but nah, they ought to do the thing better than that, man. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, thanks a lot for the time, man.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
Take care.
Cool. So that is Dr. Thompson on the Inside, people. We're going to take a break. When we come back, a couple birthdays, and we are out of here for today. Stay right here. We continue after this.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today. Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet. Located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
Yeah, people, that is, I'm a boy, Gary Griffin, boy. That is Gary Griffin there enjoying the England victory over Norway. Over the weekend there, he got up on the bar, Sweet Caroline was playing. He was all up in himself there, I think it was Saturday for that game. As the World Cup is coming to a close this weekend, I tell you what, just a couple games to go. Football action tomorrow, football action on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, you got the playoff for 3rd and 4th. And Sunday, you have the final. So, you know, All Out is open for business. You can go taking the games at All Out. And you never know. England beat Argentina, which I expect them to. Who knows what Gary will do next? I was frightened for him there. No, I thought he'd have fall, you know. Oh, God, poor fella in the 50s, and oh, gosh, boy. But he waited on England to win a World Cup long time, Nicey team. So World Cup action definitely on this week as things wind down with the World Cup. And then, of course, we just got a couple weeks until the domestic league start back. So that'll be great to keep the football going. I'm waiting to see what happens in the transfer windows for a lot of these clubs, especially Liverpool. So, on to wrap things up this morning, just two birthdays to acknowledge. We got to say happy birthday going out to Jonathan. Hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. May the good Lord continue to pour out His richest blessings upon you. From mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, cousins, friends, and family, do enjoy your day. That is Jonathan. And also, happy birthday going out to Llewellyn Farmer. From the love of your life, Barbara, and your 6 children, Ian, Lana, Brian, Barney, Orchid, and Perry. All right? Also from your grandkids and great-grandkids, love you and miss you, Daddy. All right, so may he rest in peace. And, good morning and happy birthday to you. All up in the heavens, man. A lot of good ones have gone, All right, so with that, we got to wrap things up and put it away tomorrow. We'll be back. We have that video with Philip Alexander. He went and he did a video. He was driving through Diego Martin in the rich people area, and he was making a point that all the garbage collecting and the truck passing and picking up everything on time. But in the poor people areas, they're leaving the garbage on the side of the road, and when the upkeep program and them come, and they take up the grass and thing, they're leaving all that on the side of the road and then picking it up. You understand? All to try to make it look like something is wrong somewhere and they ain't get enough money and they don't have funding and all kind of thing. But that video that he went and he do, we'll show that tomorrow. If it's your nice Westmorans and them places looking. Anyway, we are out for today. Until tomorrow, people have a great one. Be gone.